Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's Bondar JR, Silverwolf, Ron, and we're here to stream some EVE Online tonight. So appreciate you guys being here. I want to say thanks to my lurkers. Appreciate you guys. Looks like we already got a couple people in there. So without further ado, let's get switched over. Here's our EVE main screen. My main is running some. Got a storyline mission earlier today. I'm just running it quick, so we'll get it completed here in a second. There was a little bit of activity in Uria. Looks like somebody was multi-boxing 118 accounts in order to take out a POS. So I didn't catch all the conversation, but so yeah, there were 118 people in Uria, which seemed a little bit more than usual. There's 6 in all these other systems. Whatever makes them happy, I guess. So let's see. You guys can hear me, right? Yep. Looks like my mic's working. Tried to get my OBS back to its old settings, and no matter what I do, it won't work. So I keep it where I've got it since I know it's working right. Once again, appreciate you guys being here.
Drive active.
Get this one taken care of. And I was actually looking around to see if I could find anything to scan down. Bunch of Garisa stuff, clones, drones.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Finish this one off and get our bonus for it and move on to something else. Nineteen other standings affected. Gotta love that. Not as much as the other ones. This one was actually the bigger one. 0G, expert distribution. Weird that Ladai wasn't one of them. And then all these went down. Is that what it is? Didn't change. Not sure why Trig changed, but okay. Strange, but okay. Alright, so let's get back to Vanillin. Ooh. Oh, I'm in search. Alright. So I got some PI stuff I want to try and get done as well. Actually, stop in Kulin since we're headed that way. Get that taken care of. Cut through Kulin on the way, so may as well. 21. They're low. I don't see anything else that would be any higher. Let's do this. There's the white. Seems like it's much higher. Yeah, 47 versus 44. So yeah, not much. All right, let's see here. How many do we have? 1380. That's not bad. So let's do expedited transfer to here. Execute. It won't let me launch because I'm not in the system. So well, that's weird. It took me through Kulin on the way. Why is it not taking me back? That's weird.
Warp drive active.
Says I was in Kulin. Kulin, Hogamo. So I must have started in Kulin. No, I was in. So I went to Uria, that's what it was. So then from Uria, that's why I'm not going back to Uria. Okay. But we'll go ahead and jump to Kulin.
Warp drive active.
So we can pick this stuff up. So yeah, we'll do some PI. I don't know what's going on with my counter. So I have the same people in my chat that I had when I started, but it said 3 earlier, now it only says 1. I don't know what's going on. So either people, I'm not seeing people that are in there, or I don't know. So let's warp to the customs office.
Warp drive active.
I didn't realize I had something in here talking. So what do we got here? We need Tural structures, which we obviously do not have any more of. But there are Tural structures here, so what do we have an abundance of now? We have an abundance of, not really abundance, but we have toxic metals. So it's heavy metals. There's base metals. There's heavy metals. So if we switch this to be CS crystals, which are not very prominent. Up there, looks like our best bet. Boom. 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 36. Ooh, that sucks. Alright. This is base metals. This is probably better. Yeah, it's a little better. So start. Submit. Oop, I didn't check. Was that 8 hours? No, 21. Not rounded. Yeah, we need to figure that one out. That was toxic metals. So we're gonna make this Tural structures. 10-foot route. It's heavy metal. Nope, non-CS crystals. There. Oops. Gotta click the button. Great route. Incoming. Create route. Takes care of that. Alright. So let's do access. 66,000. So this one, what do we got here? So we are building consumer electronics and construction blocks. Yeah, we'll just leave them. Well, let's move them. Because at least that way. Now if we leave them. Well, no. If we move them. We can move them back. So there's construction blocks. It needs reactive metals, which are going to be built. And there's the consumer. That means this. So it's got toxic metals. Okay, so we'll go with that. So that'll keep building. We can move them back later. So now we want to jump to Venolan.
Warp drive active.
That's where we're building the robotics. So for the robotics, we need mechanical parts. Mechanical parts need precious metals. Which precious metals take? Neither one of those. It's weird. So we've got reactive metals. So let's take the base metals. That's 8 hours. We're going to switch that to 21. Okay. Instead of base metals, we want to do noble metals. All right. Which are not very prevalent. Of course not. We'll get all these set up. So this one is, whoops. That one's overlapping. It's overlapping. So this one's 47.2, if I put it there, 48.3 or 48.4. All right, start. Routed. Great route to here. And that was toxic metals. Reactive metals. So we want to make precious metals. This was reactive metals. Precious metals. Here, we're going to say noble metals. What noble metals? Here. This one is toxic metals, right? Yep. I want to get back to the 21. There we go. We gotta move these around a little bit because they're overlapping. So we'll move these just a little bit here, a little bit here. A couple more there. Here, right? This is 65. 65. 64, 65. Alright, so let's start. That's already rounded, so submit. Alright. So that's now on 3. Look here. I'm going to move these robotics out. Not very many robotics. So, wait a minute. We got a bunch of Tyrrell structures. We got a bunch of consumer electronics. We got a bunch of reactive metals. So, we're missing mechanical parts, which needs precious metals. All right. So that's our stopping block. So there's 3. Jump.
Warp drive active.
One we're not using. This one. Guidance systems. Control CPU, which we really don't need any more of. We need the transmitters. We need a Tyrrell structure. So this is where we're going to bring these guys. So this is 6. So that's custom center of 6.
Warp drive active.
I had graphed out a bunch of stuff on my spreadsheet. Importing is half as much as exporting. So then we want to transfer these from here to here. We're going to take these guidance systems out. Not that they take a whole lot. Alright, so there's reactive metals. So the transmitters are being produced. Good. What if we switch this to transmitters too? What does they got here? Plasmoids. Yeah, I got a lot of plasmoids. Yes, so let's switch this to transmitters too. We can always switch it back to water-cooled CPU later. Install. Create route. Alright. And now for input, we need plasmoids and Tyrrell structures. Alright, so we're going to say, we're going to do this. Tyrrell structures, create route there. And plasmoids, create route submit. So this will build twice as many transmitters. It should keep this going because we've got a lot of water-cooled CPUs. So that should help that out. What were we building here? Base metals. We don't have any base metal. We need them for that. We needed them for the other. What's the other one? The plasmoids, right? Yeah, plasmoids. So let's go ahead and keep the suspended plasma going. Stop. So that, we'll keep that going. Alrighty. I think that's it. So let's go ahead and dock. We could go pick up the stuff in Hutaken.
Warp drive active.
At this point, I don't think we need it. We needed something for something, so let's go ahead and close this out. Let's see what we got. Because I don't remember.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
What we needed them for. Covert ops. Transmitters. These are ones we build, so that's not a problem. There's transmitters and miniature electronics. Okay, what else? Damage control. Oh, those are ones we have built before. Why are you doing that? Shouldn't do that. Drone amplifier. That's interesting. These works 14 out of 10. Start. Don't have the photon microprocessors or the drone damage amplifier. Okay. God, why does it keep doing that? Link. Transmitters. Go ahead. That's 10. Alright. Yep. Rest of these we don't have. Particle accelerator. Transmitters. Okay. Expanded. We're missing these. They're being built right now, I think. Right there, 10 hours, okay, so that's fine. Helios, just needs those. They got normal stuff. Hobgoblin needs robotics, that's fine. Large shield extender. Hydrogen batteries. We didn't look that one up. That one's actually one we should be able to build fairly easily. That's weird. So I guess you just have to buy them. I could have swore you used to be able to make them with planetary economy. That's really weird. Yeah. Why this is weird like this now? Come on. 470. So they're pretty cheap. And they all look like they cost the same, so. No, they don't all cost the same. No. I'm not sure what's going on here. I could have sworn that was something we could build. But anyway. Yeah, so we're already building 30. Okay, so that'll take care of that. Okay. Medium armor repair. Robotics. That makes sense. That's a rig, so those are different. Those are different. So where's the core defense field? EM shield. Where's the thermal? It's down here under T stuff. Right there. Get tier 2 of those. Minor. Mechanical parts. Photon microprocessor. Mobile tractor. This is what we needed to build the mobile tractor. This is what we were doing our research on. Zidrine. Over requires guidance systems. And we need 1, 2, 3. We need 30 overs. Item hanger. Item hanger. And if I look here, it says we have none. Really? None? Okay. I'll get those started. Prorator. All we need are these two. RAM. We're missing one. We need RAM shields, I think. Relic analyzer. I could have swore we built some of those. Oof. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And we need 60. Don't have enough for even 3. Max comes from Pyro. Which we can do Pyro. Alright, so let's look at that. Salvager. Electronics we got. LiDAR sensor cluster. That's what we definitely need transmitters. We need a lot of transmitters. Transmitters we can make. Lava plasma storm. Plasma storm. Plasma lava. So lava and plasma. So we could set up a couple more lava plasmas and do them there. Just make transmitters. Just pump them out. Why don't we do that? We were going to make those wetware. Alright, so that's a salvagers. Scan acquisition. Transmitters again. Spatial attunement unit. Quantum microprocessor, okay. Scan rain finding. Same things. Signal amplifier. This is the other one we need. So we did discover it. Gravimetric sensor cluster. Yeah, those are easy. We can make those. All right. So 1, 2, 3. So we need 40 of them. Right? We have none. So if we make 40 of them. Nope, we're short mechs. We're short mechs for everything. Alright, so we're gonna have to go get some mechs. Gonna have to go get some mechs. Tractor beams. Laser focusing crystal. And, ironically, transmitters. So, yes, we need transmitters. Robotics guidance systems. Problem. Vexer. 7 days to do one. Eesh. That's going to tie it up. Alright. Nine days to do one. I think I have an extra venture right here already, so we'll go ahead and do that one. Alright, strip miner. We haven't done that one yet. Copy. 80 to fork. Stop. Hey, Wyo, how are you? Good to see you tonight. Sorry I didn't notice your thing. I'm going through my blueprints. Seeing what I got and what I can do. I definitely need some minerals, so. Oop. Antimatter iron, that's fine. We'll get those. Alright, so how you doing tonight, Wyo? Let's see. Ship hangers. Take our Hulk. Oh, excuse me. Go out and see about getting some pyro. Probably should check a different belt because I think I'm about mine, just one belt out, but I already have a location on this one, so I kind of hate to give it up. So you playing Eve tonight, Weil? I've only got 5 drones. Oh, I can only hold 5 drones. Okay. I was thinking I was in one of my other ships. Where are my drones? Well, look at that. As soon as we arrive. So I don't know. Maybe I lost you, Weil. Or maybe you're not hearing me. Yep, my microphone seems to be working. Oh, there you're going. Doing good. Just running a couple space trucking missions on a couple tunes to finish LP daily. There you go. You know, I never even thought about doing the distribution missions. That's a good one. Well, that took care of that quick. Turn the drum back. Alright, let's see. Do we got any pyro? Dense Feldspar, Plague, Vicious Pyro. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. I'll take Solid Pyro. So which one's better? Vicious Pyro or Solid Pyro? Vicious Pyro is 10%. That's the one I want. So let's take all the Vicious we can get. And then we'll go with the Solid. So glad to hear you're doing some missions. Why is he on that one? That's weird. Yeah, I never thought about doing the distribution missions because that's one I was looking at here in my air stuff, and I haven't done any distribution ones. So the only thing I've got left, kill 30 Triglivin enemies. I didn't even notice that one. I don't want to kill Trig. I've been trying to get my Trig status up. Oh well. That's an interesting one. But anyway, if I go back here, career agent missions. I haven't done the career ones. I haven't done abysmal. So if I get those two, then I've completed everything for enforcer. But industrialist, I haven't done mining agent or distribution agent. Those are the ones I need to do, as well as career agents. So looks like I've done a couple. I've done one mining agent one. Oh, I've actually done 3 mining agent ones. So I'm partway there. So I could possibly do that, but I don't think the mining agents give any bonuses anymore. They used to give you a special belt, which was nice, but I don't think they do that anymore. Of course, for I guess just doing pyro, who cares, right? Let's see, where's my highest mining agent? So let's see, mission agents, locator, any level. No, I want to do highest available. Why is it not letting me choose the type? That's weird. It used to let me choose the type. So I could actually do like R&D. I could choose R&D. It doesn't let me do that anymore. Huh. That must be something they just recently changed. Oh no, that's locator agents. I don't want that one. Agent finder, that's what we want. Any type. I want mining. I want highest available. So I can get a level 4 in the current system, which would be Venolin. Really? Well, let's do that. Let's see what a level 4 mission gives me. I didn't expect a level 4. So we'll save him till we get this done. Once we fill this guy up, then we'll... But yeah, doing some mining. So, and I don't know what's going on with my counter. My counter says 1. And it had 3 earlier, and now it only has 1. But it shows the same people in my chat, which I don't know. Either my chat's wrong, or my counter's wrong, or both. Let's save location. I'm curious what a level 4 mining agent gives you. Maybe it's worth it. Make some money and do some mining. I hope he's not going to steal the stuff from my pirates. That would be uncool. But so what else is new, Wyo? I wonder if I should put it in a can. I haven't done anything with a can in a while, so maybe Wyo's not here anymore. Maybe that's why it shows 1. Or maybe he's just busy with something else. I could put this in a can. Oh, nothing new, just the same old, same old. Well, I guess there's something to be said about that. So you are here, so... Yeah, the 1's definitely not right, because it should be 1 for my stream elements. And it also shows I have another viewer, Lightbeard the Paladin. But it doesn't seem to be counting him either, so I don't know. Counters may be screwed up. I could use a ton of pyro, so maybe, since I've got pyro here, let's go ahead and get it. I'll throw it in a can. And then I can bring my big old hauler and haul it back. Or haul it with this Hulk. Probably the Hulk carries more than that. Nah, I think that one carries 100,000. I could bring my other guy out here. I think he's got a Hulk somewhere. Maybe I go get it and bring it back, and we do a joint mining mission. See, then I would need the Orca. I could load the Orca up with some mining drones. That would work. So where's this Misogill? Where's he at? He's over there with his drones flying around. He's got mining drones. Yeah, he's got mining drones. Starting your own mining fleet. I was thinking about it. Not sure what this guy over here is mining. Wonder if I can zoom in on him. Nope, only zoom in on myself. So he's hitting plague. Yeah, he's hitting plague. Wonder how many accounts you would need to make it worthwhile. You know, I've got two, and I was thinking of starting a third. The problem is, in order to run a miner, you know, a mining barge, you'd have to make him. You'd have to make him alpha. So there's $20 a month right off the top. So yeah, and it would take, I guess, with the million skill points, I could probably train the barge up pretty quick. All right. I'm going to jettison this. Load it in there. But yeah, you're right. I wonder how many accounts it would take, because I think that would get real world expensive. Since there's no way to take ISK from Eve outside, that would be kind of. It'd have to be, yeah. You'd have to make it worthwhile, which I'm not sure. Not sure it would be. Let's see. Destination. Okay, so then we're gonna move this up here. Grease to standing has decreased. Work these around. Remove waypoint. Cool, that one's still working. But yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure how many accounts it would take, but I'm curious. I'm gonna check out Kragan because think, I think he has a Hulk somewhere. I just don't know where. There he does. He has a Hulk. 27 jumps away. Well, that ain't gonna help me. That ain't gonna help me at all. Why would he have it all the way down there? Yeah, it's taking me through low sec. Way low sec. That's a long way to fly a Hulk. Sooner or later, I'd have to get it anyway. Now, I did the other day, I found a wormhole that actually took me to the other side of the universe, which was kind of nice, but I didn't take advantage of it with this guy. Now, what else do we got here? We got... I don't have another Hulk.
The asteroid is depleted.
Nope. But I do have... Here, let's do this. Let's go to search. Ship. There's a cruiser there. There's a cruiser there. Coveter's a mining barge. 9,000, which is just short of what this one is. He could probably fly that one. The question is it equipped? Probably not. And I probably don't have. Nope. I only have those. Now, I do have some. These strip miner ones or twos. These are strip miner ones. I do have blueprint for strip miner ones. What would it take to build those? What would it take to build those? Hey, oh my God, Sticks, what's up? The rocks are here. Yeah, jet cam mining. I figured I need a bunch of pyro, so I figure since I'm here, I may as well get it. So get while the getting's good, because there's usually not a whole lot of pyro out here. Too many. As long as no more rats show up. Yeah. Kind of showing my age with jet can mining, huh? But I'm trying to figure out here industry. Let's see if I make a couple strip miners. I'm wondering if I can get my other account out here to mine as well. Make it a party. Strip miner, strip miner, strip miner, strip miner. And it starts with an S. R. Signal amplifier. Strip miner. What's going on? Oh, I'm making a copy of it. 11 hours. Yeah, I could stop that. Instead, let's see. Let's manufacture. Oh. Oh, I need mechs, which is what I'm mining now. So, yeah, I should have let the copy run. I was going to use it to actually invent tier 2 ones. So, I'll bring this mechs back and we'll see if we can get it. Actually, I need to set the name. So, let's say FF 0337. So how long does a jet can last nowadays? Because that's probably changed since the last time I jet can mined. And save location. Submit. I got a shield booster. I got plenty of shield boosters. That's not a problem. I got an afterburner, and that's not a problem. I got these guys on here, but those don't affect the mining hold anyway. Curious part. Yeah, the strip miners are really the problem. The strip miners are really the key. Shield booster's good. I've got drones. Are these tier 2 drones? Yes, they are. Kragan can use them, so that's good. Coveter. Coveter. Oh, ad break. 50. Okay, so we could still get 5. Yep, they're good. So it's almost like a Hulk. Yeah, let's get this thing fitted out. And I'm pretty sure Falstaff has some skills around lead support. Mining foreman, mining director. Mining foreman burst effect. I don't know what a mining foreman burst effect is. Hey, welcome back from the ads. Oh, one of my miners stopped. So yeah, how long does a jet can last nowadays? I don't remember. Let me do a quick search. No idea. All right. Yeah, jet can mining's kind of old school, so. Three years ago. Jet can for beginners. That's from 2007, 2017. It lasts for 2 hours once ejected as of 2021. All right. So, got to keep that in mind because we'll have to actually create a new one if it gets too long. I haven't mined more than the dailies forever. Yeah, I haven't either. And I agree with that, but I was thinking, you know what? I got him here, so oops. I got him here, so I may as well take advantage. Oh, 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 that's not what I want. I don't want them shooting the asteroid. That would be bad. Yeah, I was talking the other day about that old program from way back that used to do AFK mining. I think it was called Ghost Miner. Oh, it looks like maybe he got him. Nope, looks like it gave me both of them. 2 hours. Keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing this mining mission. I've got a level 4 mining agent here in this system that I can do mining missions for. I'm kind of curious what a level 4 mining mission looks like. So I may try that too. We pretty much got this this can about half full. So, and that was only in what, 20 minutes? That's not too bad.
The asteroid is depleted.
Asteroid is depleted. That's what I was afraid of. Why I'm doing about half one. Never done a mining mission. Yeah, I was, it says I did like 3 of them, but I probably just did them because they were, yeah, I know exactly what they were. They were storyline missions, and I actually didn't do the mining. I had the amber left over from other stuff, and so I just hauled the amber to them and gave it to them and got credit. But that's another one of those air ones that if I do mining missions, I can get completed for industrial and distribution. So you said you actually do the distribution ones. I think it says I've done 2 distributions, but once again, they were probably storylines. So yeah, my numbers are really going weird. So now it says 3. When Oh My God was there, it said 4. And it shows that Oh My God's still in there. So, or OMG, I should call them. Instead of making it... yeah. Oop, let this one run too long. What you think about the news today? The president stuff? Or is there some other news I didn't hear about? Sorry, now I didn't jet cam, probably an hour. Yeah, I looked it up. It says it was 2 hours. Yeah, the dropping out. I'm not really surprised, given the events of the last week or so. I think they were trying to find a way to get him removed, and I mean, mentally, he's been having a lot of trouble, and that kind of worries me. Commander-in-Chief of the free world, but the problem is, I don't know who they're going to put forward, because that complicates things. So it should be, if nothing else, it should be a very interesting election. And the Republicans are going to have to change their whole game plan, because they can't talk about Sleepy Joe anymore, which it was a good game plan. So, did he endorse Kamala? Okay. Yeah, he was originally saying that he didn't want to endorse her, which I thought, okay, kind of strange, since she was your running mate. But to each his own, But so yeah, so that makes it even more interesting. So, could be our first woman president, our first Actually, it wouldn't be the first black president. That's true. We've had a black president. So, and actually, someone told me today she's not black. So, but yeah, it should make the race quite interesting. So, not that it wasn't interesting already. So. That's one thing that you can say, we've got a lot of issues, but I think he was the only shot for the Democrats, and it's going to end up sending us down a dark path. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know. There were a lot of people that voted for him, and I think there's a lot of people that'll vote Democrat just because they don't like Trump, which I don't quite understand. I mean, honestly, it is the most thankless job we have in this country. So, you really got to care about the country to even want the job, to be perfectly honest. Because you don't get paid a whole lot. You don't do anything else, but just need to flush the whole bunch on both sides. See, that's one that I've been talking about for quite a while when it comes to the Congress and when it comes to Congress, the House Representatives and the Senate, is there's a lot of people that have been in there so long that, and I really don't know what they're accomplishing anymore. But every time I say that, everybody says I'm kind of a doomsayer, so. But yeah, it's kind of interesting because that's one that's always been kind of what's going on here. All right, so let's get closer to these guys. Let's see if that actually gets us closer to my. Nope, pulls me further away. Of course it does. Of course it does. But yeah. It would be nice to have a nice reset, and the game's not going well. You hit the reset button and you start over. Unfortunately, it doesn't work the same in government. All right, so we're gonna have to stop here. We're getting too far away from these other ones. So I think people need to be egotistic enough to think they know better to run for office, and while sometimes they may, more often than not, they do not. Exactly, I agree with that. I agree with that because I think part of it is power. You either have an urge for power or a desire for power, and that's why you run, or you truly care for the country. But honestly, I care for this country. I think it's the greatest country on earth. I am moving away soon, but that's not because I hate America. That's because I can't afford to live in America because it's become so expensive. I can't afford to retire here. And my wife is from another country. So, one of the promises I made her when she came over here was that, hey, we'll live here until we retire, and then we'll retire in your country so that, you can spend time with your family that I pulled you away from. And so, but yeah, it's one of those. I think it's the greatest country in the world. And we've got our problems, but yeah, it's one of those where I wouldn't want to be president. So thanks, yeah, it's something we've been planning for quite a while, though it's causing me a lot of stress. So we're very close. We're probably going to pull the trigger here first quarter 2025, and so yeah, within probably 6-8 months. But yeah, it's one of those where it's causing me a lot of stress. So. And my hair can't get any grayer, unfortunately. But yeah, I love this country. I think it's the greatest country on earth. We have all the liberties that that people have fought for. We have freedom that people have fought for. But we have our problems. There's a lot of division. There's a lot of anger. But yeah, it's from this perspective now. It's just the politics has become part of that division. And so, and like I said, I love this country. but there's no way, there's no amount of money you could pay me to be president. Okay, you know, I have 8 brothers and sisters. Okay, so I have 8 brother-in-law and sister-in-laws. Okay, I have a sister-in-law that posts every bowel movement she has on Facebook, and I'm like, you gotta be out of your mind. You know, why would you do that? You know, I don't want people having that kind of information. You know, I don't tell my wife every time I have a bowel movement. Why would I tell the world, right? But as president, I mean, they know every time you have a bowel movement. They know every time you have a doctor's appointment. They know every time you know, oh, I moved away from my container. Well, that kind of backfired. Huh. But yeah, so yeah. I mean, one of the things that bothered me, so we're moving to the Philippines, and the machines that we use here are the I can't think of the name of them. We don't use them here in Kansas, but we sold those same machines to the Philippines so that we could control their election, and we use them here, which is like, okay, that's kind of seems like a conflict of interest. If we, you know, if we gave them to another country so that we could, you know, kind of influence the way they do things, and why would we do that here? You know, that are we going to influence things here? You know, yeah. But you know, it's kind of. I mean, you have to be kind of delusional if you don't think some of that stuff is going on anyway. You know, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do know that, you know, there's a lot of corruption, you know. And one of the things about the Philippines is the corruption's pretty obvious. So it's kind of, you know, they don't try to hide it. It's there, and everyone just sees it and you use it or not, you know. But a lot of discrimination. They have something we call a skin tax, is what we refer to it. As soon as they see the color of my skin, the price goes up because they know I'm not Filipino. You know, it's a poor country, so they gotta take whatever advantage they can. So I understand that, but yeah, it's kind of interesting from those perspective, because even with as bad as those things seem, it's not stopping me from going there. You know, the last president they had was shooting people in the street that had anything to do with drugs, and he seemed to be the biggest drunk runner there was. And now they voted in the son of the former dictator. So, you know, yeah, Duterte, he was a real work of art, and I was a little concerned about him, but we're so far off. I plan to be pretty much off the grid, solar power. Well, I'm not really worried about anything. So, but I just plan on being there because it's cheaper and because it's where my wife is from, and that way she can be close to her family. I took her away from her family for nearly 20 years, so yeah, and that's true. I mean, I think that's one of the things that all people seem to like. That they want someone who's gonna fix it, you know, and whether that's true or not, you know, they all claim they're gonna fix it, and I don't think we've had a single one that's ever fixed really anything, to be perfectly honest. I mean, the country's problems, our debt, those kind of things, it's not something one president's ever going to be able to fix anyway, you know? And so we didn't get in debt, you know. It's kind of like I say to, you know, younger couples, you know, you don't get in debt in 1 year, okay? You get in debt over a series of years where you didn't really manage your finances well, and if you know, keep from that happening, then you don't have to worry about getting out of debt, you know? And this country's gotten into debt, and so, you know, from that perspective, it's going to take some time to get out of that debt. But yeah, it's one of those where no one president's ever going to be able to fix it. But yeah, and I think the president gets a bad rap. So, but they do sell us a load of a load of bullcrap a lot of times too. Like, hey, I'm gonna fix everything, and it's like, okay, well, that first of all, that's unrealistic. I mean, you're never gonna be able to please everybody all the time, no matter who you are. And so, I remember I was a big fan. I don't know if you guys ever saw the TV show Sliders. I was a real big fan of Sliders, and the premise was that they slid to alternate realities, and once they started sliding, they couldn't find their way back to their reality, and so they were, they would slide, and they had a timer, and every so many, days or weeks or whatever, they would slide to another reality, and then they would have to decide in however minutes or days or whatever they had if this was their reality before they slid to the next one. And they ended up in a reality where Ronald Reagan was president. Yeah, Carrie Warder. Yeah, she was hot. And so they ended up in a reality where Ronald Reagan was president, and they only had like 5 or 10 minutes to make a decision. And so they were like, yeah, there's no way that the country would have ever elected an actor as president. And so they jumped. And it was kind of like, yeah, that was probably your reality, because, a lot of people think he was one of the best presidents we ever had. But it was a popularity contest. He won because he was popular, because everybody knew him, because he was an actor, And so, but that doesn't necessarily mean he'd be a good president. So, well, I don't think he did a bad job. Like I said, I don't think any of them have done a horrible job. But the issue is we don't remain on a steady path for anything. Yep, we give stuff 2 or 3 years and expect it to work well. You're absolutely right, right? The people are just mushrooms to them. Keep them in the dark and feed them BS. Yep. And I think that's a lot of it too, is that, they're sheep. They're not smart enough to fix the problems. So we shouldn't even bother, including them. But that's the thing. We've got a lot of really smart people that are actually smart enough to know they don't want to be president, because they can make a lot more money doing something else, And if we engage some of them to help out, I think we probably could solve some of these problems. So, but economic tyranny, you think so? You see, I never got that, but that could be. I've never been a big studier of the whole presidential system and whether it actually works or whatever. I mean, he was definitely popular, which, like I said, doesn't necessarily make you a good president, but from that perspective, it was like, they didn't think he did a worse job or a better job than anyone else. But yeah, you may be right. You may be right. Like you said, it's not something that can be solved in 2 or 3 years. Just like it can't be, it can't be created in 2 or 3 years. So it's one of those where somebody they've got to make a plan to stick to a path and move forward on it in order to try and solve the country's problems. And I think that's just never going to happen, especially with it going back and forth. The parties don't ever seem to work together. That's part of the problem with the Senate and the House is they're too busy fighting each other. And I'm not going to vote for that just because he brought it forward and he's on the other side. It's like, if it's a good idea, it really shouldn't matter who brought it forward, right? But we don't look at things that way. And so, but we've got a lot of brilliant minds in our society today that I think could probably solve some of these problems. And I don't know that we're truly engaging them the way they should be engaged to try and solve stuff. So, right, exactly. There's a perfect example. He put it forward. Right? He obviously was a proponent for it in order to put it forward in the first place. But then, because these guys are agreeing with me now, I can't let that happen. Really? I mean, and so that's part of the the illogicalness of the whole Senate, the Congress, that just floors me. And so, job security, if you fight over stuff and never solve it. And that's exactly what I think it comes down to, Wyo. That's exactly what I think it comes down to. I mean, I hate to talk about politics, but I think that's exactly what it comes down to. As long as they're constantly, at each other's throats and constantly not accomplishing anything, they're going to continue to have a job, and they're bleeding the country dry. They got their own healthcare system, they got their own retirement plan. They honestly they're doing better than 90% of the rest of America, and they don't do anything. And it's like, okay, that doesn't seem to be right. It's a lot of us that work for a living, and we should be able to at least be on the even footing with them. But I mean, they've got health care for the rest of their lives. I mean, there's a lot of them in there that are Joe's age, that are still serving in the House and the Senate. And it's like, are they really capable, or do they just show up every day and take a nap? So right. Yeah, and I think that's where a lot of it comes down to, is in order to get those jobs, you have to be wealthy in order to get them, because you got to be able to bankroll, a campaign. And so, but yeah, it's kind of it's not going to fix that. That's part of the problem. It's not going to fix it. The whole the rich get richer and the poor get poorer type of deal. And so, but I don't know what the solution is. So it's going to take a keener mind than mine to figure that out. Maybe our buddy Elon Musk can come up with a solution. I think his plan is to just move everybody to Mars. So, which I'm not sure how he thinks that's going to solve the problem. If you take human beings, which are flawed, to Mars, you're just going to probably destroy Mars too. So, but we have come a long way from, the Stone Age, where we were, pumping so much into the atmosphere and everything else. The problem is the damage is done. So, holes in the ozone and things of that nature. It's like part of the whole industrial revolution, It's not always that easy to solve those kind of things. So until you get the technology to be able to do some of it, and then it's just more expensive. I mean, what's the one that everybody's talking about now is the batteries for these electric cars are actually more expensive to produce than just regular gasoline, and so, and more hazardous to the environment, I've been told. I haven't done any of my own research, so, but yeah, from that perspective, it's kind of like, okay, well, that that always makes you wonder. Oop, there we go. 36. These guys are pretty far away. Pick off a few more. But that's the other thing, one of the reasons we keep using oil and we're so dependent on oil is because the people that have money are invested in oil, and they're going to keep using it until the last drop of oil is gone, because they're making money off of it. So, it's kind of, once again, what we were talking about earlier about the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. So, oh my goodness, I've almost got this can full. Alright, let's see. How many more that are within range? I got a 20 range on these babies. There's 14. There's 16. There's 18. I'll be darned. We can keep going. 'Oh, ad break. There's a ton we could do to improve the world, but it's a question of what do we want to say. So my can was 337, so we're at an hour. I'm gonna have it filled here in an hour. So I think once we fill it, we'll go ahead and fly by. Oh, I'm on ad break. Hey, jonnyfever, how are you? James, yeah. My father didn't have a sense of humor, so he named me after him. So, and then, I guess in his defense, I tried to name my son James, and his mother wouldn't allow it, because she said he'd be teased. So his name is Patrick James Bond. And, unfortunately, he got teased because he asked me when he was about, I don't know, 10, 11. He asked me why he was named after a stupid starfish. And so, excellent. I haven't started those yet, so that's one that I one of these days need to get to. So,
The asteroid is depleted.
but I'm doing some mining tonight. I'm in desperate need of mechs. Everything I'm trying to build, I'm an industrialist, so everything I'm trying to build, I don't have enough mechs for it. So I came out here and there was a whole bunch of vicious pyro, and I don't want anybody else to have it, so I'm going to mine it all in this belt. And so I'm throwing it in this can and I'm going to go get my hauler and pick it up. Hopefully nobody steals it while I'm switching ships. And I was actually going to get my other account out and have him kind of join me and see if we could do some benefit stuff. But because my main has all the skills for the foreman and all that stuff, though, I'm not sure how it works anymore. It used to be if you were in a fleet, you got those bonuses. Now it looks like you got to have something equipped to give those bonuses. And I'm not sure. Warp, go, grab the can. Yep. Yeah, that's be where we're at. I'm sure it'll be fine. Nobody wants to risk my wrath by stealing my can of pyro, right? It's probably not worth it. My friend's last name starts with an H, and he wanted to give his son a first name with an initial D and a middle name starting with U. Yeah, so I don't know if you're aware of this, but the owner of the Lear Corporation, and I did check on this one, he actually named his daughter Crystal Shanda Lear. And I really think he probably should have been arrested for that one, because that was That poor girl. Yeah. So, but yeah, I teased my first wife. I had kids with my first wife. I don't have kids with my current wife, and I teased her that I should have named them, low interest and high yield, so or chemical bond, and yeah, there you go, there you go, there you go. So it works out double ways. So, but yeah, yeah, my ex, when I wanted to name him, she got to name my daughter's the eldest, and my son is the younger one, and she named the daughter, and so then when the son came along, I was supposed to be able to name the son, and so yeah, I wanted James Terrence, J.T. Bond, or James Bond, and she was like, hell no, he'll be teased. And like I said, when he was 10, he called me and said, "Why'd you name me after a stupid starfish?" And I'm like, "What?" He said, "The starfish on SpongeBob SquarePants is named Patrick." And I'm like, "There was no SpongeBob SquarePants when you were born." Hey, what's up, Waffles? Yeah, exactly. WKRP in Cincinnati. We talked about that the other day, so not too much, just doing some mining, so leaves a lot of room for conversation, which I always enjoy. That's one of the reasons I started streaming, was because I wanted to talk to people. Ironically, for the first like month and a half, I didn't have anybody watching my stream, so I was just talking to myself. So I appreciate you guys being here, because I was going to talk to myself whether you guys were here or not. It's a lot more interesting when you guys are here. So yeah, I my wife says I talk in my sleep because she can't shut me up no matter how hard she tries, even in my sleep. Which is probably why I never became a secret agent. So with a name like Bond, I should have became a secret agent. But no, talk in my sleep, give away all the secrets. That was weird. For some reason my monitor just decided to flash on me. Mine says I mumble and move around a lot too much. Yeah, I'm a definite. So for some reason the we have a blanket that we put on top, a comforter. It's always on the floor on my side of the bed, and I don't think she's pushing it to my side of the bed. I don't think she would do that. So, but yeah, it's kind of controversial. So, yep, I knew what you meant. You know what? And somebody else mentioned that to me, about the weighted blanket, and we haven't tried that. Now, like I said, I was telling these guys earlier, I've got about 6-8 months left in the country here before we move to the Philippines, and there is no winter in the Philippines, so I won't need a weighted blanket over there. Probably won't use a blanket at all, but I don't know. I'll probably have the air conditioner pretty high, so maybe I will need a blanket, but my wife is from there, so yeah, it's we're planning to retire there, and so my wife is from there, and so I moved her over here. She's been here going on 18 years. I think May will be 18 years. I don't think we'll make 18 because we'll probably be gone by May. But yeah, so originally when I brought her over here, I said, we'll live over here about 20 years. We'll retire. We'll move back to your country, and then hopefully I'll survive another 20 years, and we'll spend our life that way. So yeah, so we're pretty excited, pretty stressed. But it is a beautiful place. I've been there multiple times. So, and it's a lot cheaper than America. So that's the main reason. Is because I can't afford to retire in America. So, Yes, they are. They are very nice. My wife excluded. Just kidding. She's an awesome woman. Best wife I've ever had. Best thing that's ever happened to me, to be perfectly honest, so. Alright, I think I'm gonna fill this guy up. There it is. Alright. So I got my can. I got it bookmarked, right? I do have it bookmarked. Alright, let's go dock. Get out of the search. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that'll keep you going. Always makes everything interesting. So, yeah, mine and I, we talked online for a year before I finally went to the Philippines and met her. Met her family, asked her to marry me. I could have sworn we knew everything about each other because we talked to each other for so long. But when I brought her over here, it was a challenge. Real culture shock for her. There were so many things that I guess we didn't quite cover as well as I thought we had. And so yeah, the first year was really rough, but we got through it. We got through it. Like I said, she's a fantastic woman, so I really lucked out. Way better than I deserve. So, all right. Let me find my big old hauler. Let's go get this one. Have you ever seen a TV show, King of Queens? Yes, I have. Yes. Yep. Oh, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Yeah, I like Julia Louis-Dreyfus. And then, yeah, the what's that one's name? I can't think of her name, but I knew her name. She's a good-looking woman, but yeah, good personality. So. Up to 0. Now, hopefully I don't hit my can and knock it out of the system. So, yeah, my wife's a typical Filipino. She's like 5'2", and fury is all get out. She doesn't back down. She doesn't fights tooth and nail, which is what I need. So, I need somebody else stand up to me. So, yep, keeps you on your toes. Yep. 5'2" as well. Yep. Yeah. It's funny because she's teeny tiny, but man, I don't. Yeah. Gotta watch out for her. She's vicious. Like I said, keeps me on my toes. All right. Oh, come on. How did I go past it? Get back here. Probably should have put an afterburner on this beast. Somehow I drifted past it. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. So this is Iteron Mark V. It's the one that I have that I can get the largest payload. So I think I can get in this thing. I can get 28,000 on it. So I could carry my control towers and that kind of stuff to Jeddah to sell them. Because that was what I usually use my Pro Raider, but it wouldn't haul the bigger stuff. So needed something that I could haul the bigger stuff with. So why is it not carrying it all? Oh, that's that. Okay. So 28. And I got 26 left in there. So it's going to take me 2 trips. That's all right. I can do that. So that's pretty good.
Warp drive active.
All right. No worries, Waffles. I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks again. Got them out. Yep. Yeah, I got to make 2 trips, but I thought for sure this Iteron would carry it all, but it didn't, so, which I'm really surprised, so. I obviously was overestimating it. Yeah, my prorator, I think my prorator gets right around 10,000. And so the prorator kind of works out for anything under that 10,000 threshold.
Permission requested. Docking request accepted.
But I know the control towers and stuff I think are 150,000. The mobile disruptors and things of that nature were in that same range, 70, 80,000 each. So I didn't want to carry one at a time, or 7, 8,000 each. I didn't want to carry one at a time with my prorator, so I used this to carry multiple. And was able to get them taken care of. So now the big question is, did I mine enough to cover all my build requirements? So, because that'll be the key. For some reason, I'm overshooting it when I fly to the cargo container, and then it takes 10 minutes for this beast to get back to the cargo container. So I'm not sure what size afterburner I would have to put on this thing in order to actually move it faster, but that's an excellent question. So it says it's a medium, but yeah, it's Interon Mark V. So, but yeah, it does. It looks like a pipe. So, oh. And of course, I've got rats that showed up. Of course they did. Come on, come on, come on. That one actually worked better. Open. And close you. And drop it here. And let's go. Before I get blown up.
Warp drive active.
Turn around. There it goes. I'm going to make it. Luckily, they're not super rats. Rat. Pirate. So, pirate. Sorry. Rat's kind of short for pirate. It's old Eve terminology way back when. Pirate. So they just shortened it to rat rather than say pirate all the time. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's an old one. I don't know if they still call them that or not. Probably. But
Docking permission requested.
no. Those are AI. Yeah, those are AI ones. No. Another player would have warp jammed me and I wouldn't have got away. But they usually don't do that in hisec. I'm in hisec now, 06. So if it had been some gankers, they might have, but they couldn't haul the ore, so they probably wouldn't care. This ship isn't worth very much. So, but they might blow me up just to blow me up. So, yeah, that's what I've always called them, was rats, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's the term everybody uses anymore. So I am actually going to go out there and kill off those other ones now so that I can go salvage. Actually, let's stack all. Where'd this, I don't know where this came from, but let's reprocess this. 48K max. I think that might cover some of the things I was looking at. Come on. We want S. Come on. I got way too many blueprints. Come on. Strip miner. That's what we wanted. Let's do 2 of these. All right. 47 minutes. All right. It'll be done just in time for us to log off. So, yeah. So like Wyo said, it's based on, so this, it shows green. When they show yellow, that means you're getting kind of into semi-low sec, which we call, it's still considered high sec, but that's where you're more risky. And then when they're red, which is anything 0 or below, that's when they're really bad. So let's go. Let's go here. But yeah, so yeah, the 0.5 is high and the 0.4 to 0 is low, and so I do some mining in low sec, and in low sec no police, so the one that I do the mining in is 0.4, or yeah, 0.4, and so I got blown up there the other day. Right after I said on my stream that I hadn't lost a ship in like 2 weeks, I got blown up the very next day. Which I should have known better, because, you're kind of asking for it when you say stupid stuff like that. But switch this over to antimatter. Wow, these guys are really serious about shooting me. Yeah, it's not going to hit them. Let's launch these guys. We'll take them out with the drones. Yeah, and then once you get into null sec, that's 0. Null sec is where it's pretty much a free-for-all. Most null sec systems don't even have stations. So you pretty much get into the, and you get to those through wormholes. So, yep. Yeah, I should have webbed them. You're right. I forgot which ship I was in, so. I'm going to pick up some of the stuff in here since I'm here. See what these rats give for their loot. This one I've got armor. What am I thinking of? I can't think of the name. This one I've got armor tanked. And so, where my other ones I usually have shield tanks. On my Vexers, I have shield tanks. Since I've been flying the missions with all my different tunes, I always forget which ship I've got. So, all right, so let's dock, and then we'll bring our salvager out here and salvage these rats. See if we get anything good from that. But clean up my mess. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay. So low only has station and gate guns. Okay. Yes. So no police. Right. No police. Yep. Yeah, I got blown up in a belt. I took my prorater, not prorater. I took my procurer down to low sec because I wanted to mine with it. And honestly, I don't think it mined any faster now that I talk about it. But yeah, I lost it the other day, and I had it replaced in like half an hour, so it wasn't a problem. But it was one of those. It was kind of like, eh. But I was like, yeah, I haven't lost a ship. I mentioned it on my stream. I haven't lost a ship in over 2 weeks. And then the very next day, I got blown up. And it was low sec, so the guy didn't, there was no problems with Concord because he blew me up in low sec. And I held my own for a while because I was in the Procurer, so I had drones. I actually did quite a bit of damage to him. I got him down to his armor, and I was holding my own for a while. But yeah, I started fighting him too late because I didn't start fighting him right from the beginning. I was like, tried to run. He had me scrambled, so I couldn't get away. I tried to afterburner away. That didn't work because I was in a Procurer, which is like flying a brick. And so I was like, okay, that's not working. So then when I finally decided to attack him, I think he was surprised that I launched my drones and turned them on him, because they actually did quite a bit of damage right off the bat. And I was kind of surprised, because I was like, oh, I might actually get out of here. And but no, then he was like, oh, okay, you're gonna fight back. And so, but yeah, it was weird. It was probably one of the longest PvP battles I've ever had. I mean, it was probably 5-6 minutes for him to actually work me down all the way, which was, I was kind of impressed with myself, because I don't think I've ever lasted in a PvP battle that long before. So I still lost, and he actually, no, he didn't pod me. I was able to get away, so that wasn't a problem. But yeah, it was one of those. I lost, and I didn't get to salvage the. Actually, I might have went back and salvaged it. Now that I think about it, I might have actually salvaged the procurer. I can't remember. It's been a week. Memory's the first thing to go. So, but yeah, it was. It was interesting. Like I said, I lasted a lot longer than I thought I was going to. And so yeah, it was kind of, like I said, I kind of surprised myself. So I'm not a PvPer. I usually don't fight back. Just a waste of my effort. But I thought, you know what? If I'm gonna die, let me at least launch my drones, so at least I'm not a complete, pansy. And it was kind of funny, because, like I said, I think it caught him off guard, because it actually, like I said, I got him down into his armor. I mean, I was probably halfway through his armor, but he was doing more damage to me than I was doing to him. So, and I think he actually started targeting my drones, which I thought was interesting, because I was like, okay, so he's obviously worried that maybe I might be able to pull this off, which I thought, yeah, there's no way. But at first I thought I could get away, and that was a futile attempt. I think all I had was an afterburner. And so, yeah, that was kind of like, yeah, that's never going to work. But yeah, like I said, I kind of impressed myself. I actually didn't feel, that was probably one of the first kills where I didn't really feel horrible, because I kind of felt like I had at least held my own a little bit. He didn't salute me in local or anything, but which would have been nice. And I definitely didn't ran at him in local. That's the other one everybody's like, because it was like, I couldn't understand why he was attacking me, but I was in low sec, so you're asking for it in low sec. It's kind of free for all, but it was one of those. It's kind of like, I was minding my own business. It was the system was full of miners, and he did show as suspect when he came into local, and I didn't react. I wasn't aligned to the station, which I should have been. So yeah, by the time I aligned to the station, he already had me warp scrambled. So when he came into the system, it was too late. But yeah, it was, like I said, I felt pretty good, because I actually held my own better than I usually do. So, which is not a normal thing for me. So normally I get killed in 30 seconds or less. So definitely not a PvPer. And so that's one that I probably should try to learn better, so that I can do better, at least hold my own, maybe survive more. But because when I do get ganked, usually it's never a challenge for them, but then again, I don't think they're really looking for a challenge. So alright, so let's get rid of this one. That's my can. And let's get rid of this one. That's my wreck. And didn't really get much in the way of salvage, but that's all right. At least we cleaned up our mess.
Warp drive active.
I think I'm going to actually try this mining mission just to see what a level 4 mining mission really gives you. Just for kicks. What time is it? 11:30. Oh yeah, I got time. Of course, we'll see. This level 4 mining mission may take me 8 hours, so.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I'm curious what start conversation. It probably won't tell me anything. Yep, so drop by and we can formalize a contract. Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright, so let's get back in our Hulk. Because it does say it's a mining mission. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. The mission I'm on says to make sure to have a large plot of structure. Yeah.
Warp drive active.
Hey Johnny. So yeah, so when it says that, I think they're on by default. But if they're not, if you just look around you in space, you'll see rocks or anything that's in space. Usually with the missions, they've always got something out there. If you right click on one of those at the very bottom, it'll say add large collidable object to overview. And that'll be the one that'll do that. So, yep. You must own and be able to use a gas cloud harvester to complete the mission. Well, I don't want to do gas cloud. All right. You need an ice harvester. I do have an ice harvester. I just don't want to. I don't want to do ice. It says it's in. So it's obviously going to create an ice thing for me. Mine 20 units of Azure ice for your agent. Really? They're going to give me $1 million for 20 units of ice? I could do that. I could do that. I do have, I think I have one ice harvester. Oop, wrong one. I think I have one ice harvester. Actually, let's do this. Ice, baby. Yep, one ice harvester. Probably isn't going to be enough. Let's see, view market. Anybody selling them? 3 jumps here, yeah. For 6 million. 6 million seems to be the going rate. Let me see what the market website says. What it would cost me in Jita. Iced Harvester 1 blueprint. Ice Harvester 1. That's what we got. Go. Alright. It says 4.7 million is what the normal price is. Well, that's the cheapest price. Jita is 5.1. So here in the area, it's going to cost me 5.9. Not the best, but let's go ahead and buy it. Says it's 23% over average. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so let's do this. We'll come back and accept this one after we pick these up. So let's go. Let's go to Uria. Probably should fly something else to Uria to pick it up, but that's fine. Get out of search. So destination. Jump, jump.
Warp drive active.
So yeah, that's a pretty easy one to turn on, Johnny, so you should be all right. I think the next time I'm in Jita, I'll buy a ice harvester blueprint as well. So it looks like they're going to actually give me an ice harvester place for my mission, because it says it's right here in Ventolin. So it looks like the level 4s give you special stuff. Gas cloud, ice harvester, that kind of stuff. And there's usually, at least that's the way it used to be, there's usually extra. So you mine what you need for your agent and then mine the rest for yourself. But we'll see how much is there. So maybe that's the way it works with the level 4s, is it actually gives you a special belt, special mining area for the level 4s. That would be nice. Might be a way for me to get some Omber or Kernite or Jaspit or some of the other stuff. That's one I wondered about. That's the way it used to work, and somebody said it didn't work that way anymore, so we'll see. But in this case, it's definitely going to be creating an ice belt for me. There's no ice belt there currently, so. These guys bug me. I really would like to kill these guys. But I think I've actually attacked them more than once, and they've just destroyed me without indifference. Yeah, I don't think I've even done any damage to them, so. So this is weird because, oh, this is cute. This is Kulim. I was in Uria earlier, and there were 118 people in Uria. There was a guy in local saying that he was running all of them. That he had a multi-box running 118 accounts. Which is interesting. Not sure how you could even get 118 accounts, but, you know, I guess where there's a will, there's a way, so. There's only 8 in here now, so, and one of them's a suspect, so that's not good. But it's hisec, so well, it's semi-high. It's at the very bottom of the hisecs, so never know. Suicide gankers, they'll kill you. From what I understand, the hulks are something that they actually blow up quite regularly because the salvage alone is worth it. But, so I probably should have flown something else over here to pick up this ice harvester, but c'est la vie. I'm here now, so we'll dock quick. We'll try and get out of here. Yeah, that was kind of my thought too. He said he was doing multi-box, whatever that is. But yeah, I can barely run two at a time. So, well, two at a time and stream. The streaming takes a lot. So, but I've got two accounts running right now
Permission
and
requested.
streaming.
Docking request accepted.
Because what happens is if I open my second account while I'm streaming, it makes a huge lag in the stream. So I always open the second account before I stream, and that way it kind of keeps it honest. Let's throw this in here, and we'll go pick up the other one. And maybe what we'll do is we'll leave the ice harvesters in that other station.
Warp
Let's
drive active.
head back to Vanillin. Actually, which one did I do? Oh, yeah, I only got one. But yeah, you're right. That was the first thing I thought of too. Was man, 118 accounts, and how would I think what he was doing is he was taking out a POS, and so he was using. I guess the POSs are really hard to take out now, and player-owned station. Since I'm sorry, I tend to use abbreviations anytime I can. But POS stands for player-owned station, and so I think they were trying to take out a player-owned station in the area, and I guess he needed the 118 accounts in order to do enough DPS to take it out. But it was weird. He said he was running 118. There were 118 in Uria at that time, and there were 5 or 6 people talking to him and complaining about him. And so I'm like, okay, doesn't look like you're running all 118 right here, because at least 5 or 6 of them are talking to you, and I'm one of them. So yeah, so it was kind of one of those, but it made me wonder. But he was still probably running quite a few. So, but yeah, I've heard that the POSs are really hard to take out now. Takes a lot of DPS. They'll last pretty much anything as long as they've got fuel. So, but keeping them fueled is a full-time job. So, but yeah, that was the first thing that went through my head too. Is man, what kind of a computer do you have to be able to run that? And he said he was doing multi-box. So I don't know what multi-box is, but I'm assuming it's one of those where it's tying multiple computers together in order to be able to do something. I know some of the hackers use that kind of thing for processing power. So using that expensive setup like that for playing a game seems a little critical, but I have run 3 on my machine, and that is all it wants at once, but it's getting old. Yeah, I usually rebuild mine here every 4 to 5 years. So, but I think I'm going to build one right before we leave, because I'll have a lot. I build it myself. It's one of the things I do. I have a micro center that's not too far from me. If you guys have heard of micro center, they sell computer parts, and they sell them pretty cheap, and so I can actually online pretty much set up everything that I need and make sure everything's compatible, and then I buy it, and I save a lot of money. But reuse the monitors, usually reuse the video card. Sometimes I think this one I bought a new video card, but yeah, it's what I usually do, and so I'll probably do that right before we leave. So, because I'm gonna have trouble getting the parts over there. So, all right. So where are we at?
Drive active.
Almost midnight. So I don't know how long it'll take me to mine 20 ice. We'll see. I don't remember how much ice it mines anymore. I don't know what my ice My ice mining skills are like resource processing. Yeah. Mining. Ice harvesting is at its max. There's probably ice processing. That's not at its max. Gas cloud harvesting, complex ore. That's
Docking permission
ones I
requested.
don't
Docking
normally
request
get.
accepted.
Simple ore. I should probably bump that up a little bit, huh? Let's throw that up there. Yeah, let's do that. Well, was due when lockdown hit and prices skyrocketed and just haven't built a whole new one yet since I upgraded a few parts, but I'm due now. Yeah, that's one of those that it's kind of always like that, so I'm actually going to equip this while I'm here because I figured, knowing my luck, I would get over to that other station and not have it won't equip the ice harvesters for me. I don't know why it wouldn't, but figure this way, if I equip them here, I got nothing to worry about. So problem is, there they are. All right. So worried I wasn't going to have enough. 970 GPU. Yeah, that is a little low. All right. And prices have started to level back out again now, so you ought to be able to do a little bit better. I don't remember where that agent was, so let's dock. Dock. Right there at the top.
Warp drive active.
And then I'll leave my miners there. Because I'm going to see if he'll actually give me some ore mining too, instead of just ice and gas. I think I do have some gas harvesters too now. I should have checked that while I was there. No. No. I could have swore I had a gas. You know what? I know what I got.
Permission requested.
I have a ship that's equipped for gas harvesting. I don't remember what it's called. Oh, I have an ice Mac. Idiot. I already have one equipped for ice. Oh, it went all the way back to the top. I hate when it does that. It's a gas. So this guy is a destroyer. And I guess I have show info fitting. I've got 3 glass cow scoops on it, so yeah. So yeah, if I need to do gas, I could do that one. So yeah, I already had one set for ice. Dummy. Big dummy. Yeah, big dummy. Oh, that's alright, so let's talk to this guy. Let's accept. Which looks like he's gonna create me a place here. Wait till the sales hit around the holidays, see what I can put together. Yeah, that's what I usually do around Christmas. I usually get some pretty good deals around Christmas, and so. As Fred G. Sanford would call his son, you big dummy. Yeah, I am a big dummy. But I would have really been a big dummy if somebody had ganked me for my Hulk in Yuria. Then I would have really been a big dummy. Finding out that I already had one configured for ice, but Hopefully the Hulk will do better. That other one was a... I don't remember what it was. Ice Mac. So it's an exhumer. Is it a Hulk? No, it's a Mackinaw. That's why it's a Mac. Ice Mac. But yeah. It's got 2 ice harvesters on it. Yeah, so they're right there. They've definitely been better. So. Alright, so no rats. That's good. You need to mine Azure Ice. Well, there's the Azure Ice. So these are 20? 13. Of course they are. Huh, there's only one? Well, that sucks. So maybe they do give you a special belt, but they don't give you enough to make any money from it. That kind of sucks. Nine and 10 missions done. I'm going to go to bed. Nice chatting with you. Take it easy, Johnny. Have a good night. Sleep well. We'll see you tomorrow. Oop, I guess I should target it. Ice is super heavy, so I don't know if I can get 20 in here. I might have to make multiple trips. Or put it in a can. Oh, there's a rat. There's a rat. Don't blow up the ice. That would be bad. Fail my mission. We've got to get you out of hisec. Yeah. I feel safe in hisec. So... I feel safe in hisec. Alright, control A. So what is that? Is that the ice? Hollow asteroid. So... Okay, I guess I'm... Safety is an illusion, yeah. I'll sleep well, but my wife will get the mumbling fish out of water treatment for me. Yeah, there you go. Let's go this way. Alright. So each one gets 1 every 85 seconds. And each one takes 1,000, so I'm only going to be able to get 11 in here. So yeah, maybe we'll put them in a can. Just so I can mine them all and then take off. See how much I can get out of it. What do you want to bet I get like 21? I don't have a 1 million M3. So we'll see what 1 million gives us. So I know this, since this is the only asteroid, it's not going to run out. So I'll just let the miners run. Each one of those is 1,000. How much should I have? No, 954, 59. You gotta be kidding me. I could put a rig on here, probably get some more out of that, but... So 85 seconds. I get 2 every 85 seconds, so that's 10. I need 10 times that. So that's 850 seconds. That comes to what? Divided by 60, 10, 25, 250. So that's about 14 minutes. Which should work out. Maybe mine's so much more in one of our fleets. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to check out this level 4 mission to see what it kind of gave. I've honestly never done a level 4 mining mission before, so I thought, what the heck. And I'm curious how much ice I'll get out of this. It's like I said, I'll probably get right at 20. Or it used to be, they would give you an asteroid, a belt, not a big belt, but a small belt, and you could mine it all. Lose the time bonus, and make enough money off of the ore. So yeah, that's one of the other reasons. I've got an orca, so I was thinking about flying my orca out here and having my other guy mine, but he doesn't have the same skills I have. So, but that's what I'm working on, is building a couple more miners so that I can have him come out here and mine as well. So most of the stuff I needed today was all hisec stuff, so no sense risking it for mechs. Get in hisec. I do need to do some comparisons on how much mechs you get from pyro versus plague. But yeah, this one's going to fill up pretty quick. Thought I heard my wife still up, where she should be in bed. She's got work tomorrow, so she's been staying up a lot later lately. God bless her. You need to mine as your ice. I am mining as your ice. A lesser material. Huh. So they don't give you the good ones. They only give you the crappy ones. Good to know. Good to know. So. But yeah, OMG, I'll join in one of your mining fleets one of these days. That's the only thing I don't want to stream while I'm doing it, because I don't want to give away your locations. That wouldn't be right. I do every once in a while get people who pop into my stream just to figure out where I'm at. I like that background you have on, so. I'm not sure which background you mean. That's just space, so just a system I'm in. I'm gonna jettison this. I can see if I can mine everything. Let me name my can. 0508. The rotating planet. Oh, my cam. Thank you. Yes, I have that because, as I've told these guys, my wife and I are moving to the Philippines shortly, and my office is a complete mess from us packing stuff. So yeah. So sorry about that. I have it primarily so that you guys don't see the huge mess I have in my office behind me. So, but yeah, that's I use a thing called. Let me figure out what it's called. Prism lens. And it actually gives you a bunch of different kind of backgrounds you can do. So I can change it to other stuff. There's a... What else is there? Let's see if I can bring it up. I'm just mining. Yeah, so there's a bunch of other things. Here's a little different kind of planet, and the moon, which is ties more into the whole wolf thing, you know, the full moon. And this one's kind of nice. So yeah, those are the 4 that they have. I think they have some more that I've seen, but this was the one I liked the best. So and I think you can... Oh, sorry, ad break. Hey, sorry about that. Thanks for sticking around through the ad break. I was talking through the ad break, so sorry about that. But yeah, those are the different backgrounds that it's called Prism Lens. And like I said, it's got a couple different backgrounds you can do. You can actually just have it remove the background, which is kind of nice, but that was the one I liked the best. This one's another one that I like, but it kind of makes my headset kind of freak out. So, and then of course the moon kind of ties into the whole wolf thing, the full moon, so with the clouds, which is kind of nice. But I probably need to switch it up every once in a while just so it doesn't get kind of boring. But I really like the one with the planet. So, but thank you for that. I didn't... When you said the background, I was kind of like, wasn't sure what you were referring to. So we'll see how much we get out of this asteroid. I'm kind of curious. And these Gaunerccs, I'm just tearing them up tonight. Standing after standing after standing with Gaunerccs. Huh? But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Especially nice to have people to talk to. So, like I said, I usually just talk to myself. So, no problem there. Hey, Fettuccine, how are you doing? There you go. In and out again. Can't go wrong with in and out. Can't go wrong with in and out. See, see exactly how much this one gives me. I'll just mine it out. What's the time frame on this guy? Bring me back 20 blocks of it. I'll split the profit with you. Really? Well, that's pretty cool. What's the time bonus? 1 hour, 37 minutes. All right, so yeah, we'll see. Like I said, in the old days, they used to give you a belt. And it didn't have a whole lot of asteroids in it, but it had a few, you know, probably 5 to 10.
The asteroid.
There it is. So look at that. So if I look here, it gave me exactly 20, which is just crap. Just crap. But oh well. All right. So let's dock. Dock.
Warp drive active.
And then I'll come back. Oh man, the miner was still going. So yeah, it gave me exactly 20. Said he'll split the profit with me. That's probably the million that he's giving me. So I guess we'll see. So yeah, it didn't give me any more than exactly what I needed for the mission. That sucks.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I can't fit 20 in my cargo hold. But that was it's going to be a quick million, so come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. See if it'll let me.
Warp drive active.
Probably gonna warp me to the warp marker, which I mean I'll have to get close to my can. Let's see, did it put another one? Nope. And it didn't bring me to my can. I tell you. Didn't bring me to my can. Oop, that's not what I want. Won't go in there. Needed a mining hold. There you go.
Warp drive active.
Ironically, this Hulk aligns pretty quick. That Procure, it didn't align quick at all. I think it's a tier 1. I think the Hulk is a tier 2. It shows red. Still in pretty good shape.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, it's a tier 2. No, that's certificates. Alright. Start. Complete. Alright, 1.1. What time is it? Yeah, we better call it a night. Let me see what mission it gives me. 800. Mine 280 units of polygypsum. The heck is polygypsum? Polygypsum. What the hell is polygypsum? I don't know. That's a lot of money. 1,400 and 3,600 loyalty points. It's pretty damn good. Any reason for the cargo hold expanders on your miner ship? No, it usually just gives me my cargo for when I kill the rats, so I have enough space to be able to carry the rat stuff or anything else. Plus, I usually put ore in my cargo hold as well, so that way I can carry more. But yeah, it's just it used to be back in the day, the original days. I've been playing Eve for 21 years. In the original days, there wasn't a mining hold, so you used your regular hold to carry stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. So it's 3 hours. Yeah, can't find it on the market. All right, so let's do this. We're gonna take these ice harvesters off here. Put the strip miners on there. See what we got. So yeah, so no, it does give me more cargo space for rat loot and also to add the ice. What I just mined wouldn't fit in there, so it was just short of carrying one ice. So,
Warp drive active.
but yeah. Yeah, and that's one that I was planning on doing. I just bought a blueprint for them, so I'm going to be starting to build those. I want to get to the level 2s, but yeah, that's one that I want to add on there instead of the others, instead of the cargo expanders, because they're really, like you said, they're really not doing any good. One of the things I wondered about is the rigs. So there's a cargo expander rig, and I don't know if it actually expands the mining hold or not. Probably not. But oh, they got a bunch of them. So these guys are good for 20. Let's just do 4 at a time. So hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. CS Less Gaming. Specialized hold like the mining hold, get no benefits from any module. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. So I hadn't checked into it specifically, but yeah, I think you're right. It would be a lot better to put in the mining upgrades so that I would get more per instead of using those. So I had this one configured from way back when, and so, but yeah, that's one that I need to look at reconfiguring. And like I said, I did just buy a blueprint for the mining upgrades, so I was going to start building those. So yeah. Yeah, and that was one somebody said. They actually said that nobody mines in a Hulk any longer because in hisec because they are gank targets, because the salvage alone is worth it. I've been mining in this system for a while now, so I haven't done too much about it. But hey, Gaunercc, yeah, Gone. I'm gonna call you Gone. How's that? So, warships or hull tanks. So yeah, hull tanks. Well, I don't want to get down the hull. So, but yeah, so I'm only dealing with the NPC rats here. So, but you're right. I could get ganked here and have a problem. The nice thing about doing these level 4 missions, these level 4 mining missions, is I'm in the middle of nowhere, so I'm not in a regular belt. So they'd have to scan me down if they really wanted to gank me that bad. So, and I don't think they would bother in here. They might. I've had some gankers that were pretty determined. So, and like I said, I've heard from the salvage alone, the Hulk is worth killing just for the salvage alone. So I think it gives a lot of the tier 2 salvage, which is really good for stuff. So all right. As a mining laser strikes, a mass explosion issues from the asteroid. I guess I better stay away from these. I want to see these explosions. So it says I need 2,800. So I'm getting 174 every 130 seconds. So that's 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes. So 2,800, that's going to be a while. So 10 of those would be 20 minutes. That would only give me 1,700. I have to do another 5, roughly. So that's another 10 minutes. So figure 30 minutes. All right, I should be okay. I'm pressing my time now, so hopefully I'll sleep in a little bit tomorrow. So think about doing some mining stuff as well. Is it still worth it in hisec? I build. So because I build, when I need minerals that are hisec minerals, I mine them in hisec because I don't want to deal with the risk. I have to go to low sec for ISO. So ISO is about the only one. I get it from kernite. So I have a low sec system that I mine in for the kernite. And I usually use a venture to do that mining because it's a lot easier to replace. But I have started using a procurer there, but I lost one the other day, so I'm probably going to have to rethink that. But yeah, for the most part, I buy everything else. So I get most of my Zidrine from salvaging rat loot. So there are a couple items that the rats drop that give Zidrine. And so I actually buy those off the market and salvage those or reprocess those to get the Zidrine. So I haven't had to buy any Zidrine in quite a while. But I buy the Morphite and I buy the... What's the other one? The other high one. So... Yeah. Yeah, the minerals always seem to go up in value, so yeah, from that perspective, it just seems like it's always costing more and more and more. The Morphite just keeps going up in value, so, but yeah, for the rest of them, I kind of do all right, so. Yeah, honestly, yeah, the hisec, and that's kind of where I'm at, is the hisec allows me to talk more to you guys, so that's where I kind of enjoy it. That's one of the reasons I stream, is to talk to you guys, so that gives me a little bit more time to talk to you guys. Unfortunately, it's not usually the exciting stuff, but I tried these level 4. These are the first mining level 4s I've ever done. And so I tried those tonight just to see what they were like. So, but I can see this is going to fill up my hold super quick. So yeah, I'm going to be mining these for a while. So yeah, but it says I have to get all 2,800, and there are, looks like 8 asteroids. So we'll see how long it takes to get rid of each asteroid. But I'll pick off the rats when they come in with my drones, and we should be fine. As long as I don't get ganked. So I mine a bit in nullsec, but it's not close to my main moneymaker. Just something I do if I have something else to do on the side and just need to glance at the screen every now and then. Yeah, the nullsec, anything in nullsec scares the daylights out of me. So I usually try to. I don't do a whole lot in nullsec, so I need to start doing more there so that I have it. So 530. So that way I have it. So, but yeah, that's one of those that I haven't done hardly anything in nullsec, and I need to start doing more stuff in there. I've been told that you can make a lot of money that way. The key is just not to take too expensive a ship in there. So if you lose it, you're not that worried about it. My problem is that I'm cheap. So every ship I lose, it's too expensive for me. So yeah. Of course, now I say that and I'm flying this Hulk, which is, pretty expensive. So, especially if I get ganked, I'll be really pissed if I get ganked. So, I haven't, honestly, I've only been using it for pyro here in Venolin recently. And so this is the first time I've done these missions with it. So, yeah. And that's a nice thing about the wormhole stuff is the gas, being able to do the gas, being able to do the ice. If you get in those, but you got to have your head on a swivel because somebody else scans that wormhole down and comes in there and just blows you up just for the heck of it. So, but the nice thing about the gas ones is I have a destroyer that I have my gas stuff on, and so I mine it in a destroyer. So, do you run level 4 combats? I do. I haven't run any recently, but I think I have level 4 for everything. So, but that's part of me. Like I said, this character's 21 years old. So it was a lot of grinding to get to the level 4. So yeah. The level 4 combats usually require a battleship. And one of the things that happened when I came back this time, so I was away for probably about 10 years, and I came back, and the corporation had been pretty well stripped. And so it turns out all I had left was what I had in my personal for all my tunes. And I didn't have a single battleship across any of them. And of course, the battleships are super expensive now. And so I haven't bought a battleship. I got the Praxis and I got the... What's the other one that I got for free during their thing? So, old school player, welcome back. Yeah. Yeah, that's part of the issue we were just talking about, that I have these cargo expanders in here, and this is from an old school thing where it used to be that it used the regular cargo hold on these ships to put the ore in, and so the cargo expanders helped. But now that it uses a mining hold, the cargo expanders are worthless, and so I'd be a lot better off with some upgrades in there. So, and that's one that I'm working on building. So I'm an industrialist, so I try to build my own stuff. Mostly I'm cheap, so I try to build my own stuff. But I just got a blueprint for the upgrades. And so I do invention. I get the tier 1 blueprints and then do invention to get the tier 2 blueprints and then build the tier 2 stuff and use it. So, but yeah, the mining upgrades are the ones that I want to put in here instead of these cargo expanders, because these cargo expanders are not accomplishing anything. So they do give me a little bit more space so I can put some of this cargo in here, but yeah, I can get 59 of those in there and that's it. So, but yeah, it's not worth it compared to what I would get from the upgrades. So yeah. But in old school days, they didn't have mining upgrades. So it was all based on skills, which all my mining skills are at level 5. and so, which is nice. But and then I've added some new skills that I need to start picking up. So, but yeah, that's one of the problems with being away for so long. When you come back, you gotta try and figure everything out again, what all the differences are. I actually had several ships in trig space because one of our offices was in a system that now is owned by the trigs, and I couldn't fly them. One of them was a Hulk because the old Hulks actually had 3 miners, and so it had 3 miners equipped, and it wouldn't let me undock because it was, it was misconfigured. But because it was in trig space, I didn't have a high enough standing to be able to use the fitting services to remove one of the miners. So I actually had to solicit CCP, and I solicited them with a list of like 10 or 12 items, and that was the only item they actually took care of for me, was removing one of the miners so that I could fly the ship. But all the others, they told me, sorry, you'll have to deal with that through game mechanics, because I've got a lot of the corporation that I'm on had an office that is now in trig space, and so it's all been impounded by the trigs. And so I asked them about moving that stuff, and they were like, nope, you gotta get your status up with the trigs in order to get your stuff back, and that's just, it's not impossible, but it's super difficult. So what would help you get more ahead in Eve? I don't know, honestly. I'm pretty far ahead, all things considered, so I'm just kind of one of those dilettantes. I do a little bit of everything and pretty much play solo, so so yeah, it's one of those where I've got a bunch of ships. I've actually been rebuilding my fleet, so that's been good. But yeah, I want to get into where I'm doing abyssals, which I haven't done any abyssals yet. That'll be my next one. And then probably trying to do some null space stuff. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at now. So I was trying to build stuff today. I needed a bunch of stuff for different things that I was working on, and I didn't have any mechs. And so Mexilon, and so I went and mined Pyro, and that's what this all came from. So, and then while I was mining the Pyro, I looked out in my agent one. I don't know if you guys know about this, but there's an agent finder out here that'll tell you, you can select your different agents, and it'll tell you the highest level agent you have. And so it turns out I had a level 4 mining agent right here, and I was like, hey, I've never done level 4 mining. Wonder what that does. And so yeah, so I gave those a try. So these 2 I just did. So, but this one's actually going to take me longer than I really wanted it to. So, of course, that's 1,000. We haven't been doing it, maybe 15 minutes. So I need 2,800. So that's going to be another 30 minutes probably. So yeah, they're okay. One of the things that I was looking at, so in the old days, you would get a level 4, you would get mining missions, and they would actually create a belt for you. And that's what these are doing. They created a belt for me with the items that you're mining. But they would do like Amber, they would do Kernite, they would do Jaspit, and so you could get those kind of things in hisec. And what they would do is they would have, somewhere between 5 and 10 roids, and you would give them, so much, and you could mine the rest of it and keep it for yourself. Now what they're doing is that what they put in the belt, they do create the belts, but what they put in the belt is exactly what the mission requires. So you have to, if it's something that you want to keep, you gotta fail the mission and go that route. But so yeah, so they're really not letting you make money off of it like they used to. So, but that was one of the things that was kind of nice in the old days, was it let you make some money off of it. So, but I mean, this one, the last one netted me over $1 million for, what was it, 15 minutes worth of work, I think. I mined the ice. I mined 20 ice took me about 15 minutes. And I made $1 million. This one's going to be like 1.5 million, but this one's going to take a little bit longer. This one's probably going to be close to 45 minutes, so give or take, because I'm going to have to haul all this back too. So, but yeah, so I guess some of them you could probably, if you know, maximize. I'm not a big ISK per hour guy, but yeah, that's the first mission in a while where I've made over 1 million in one mission, and it only took me 15 minutes. That was definitely a good one. So, ad break. Hey, welcome back from the ad break. Thanks for sticking around for it. I appreciate it. But yeah, so far, sorry, I got a gnat flying around in here. Either a gnat or a mosquito. Either way, not a not a welcome visitor. But yeah, the level fours at this point have been profitable. So the first one was really profitable. This one, not as much, taking longer. So, but we'll still see. I think it's still gonna net me pretty much. When I do the level 4 combats, those take quite a while, so I make a lot of money off of those, but they take quite a while. And I salvage everything as well, since I use the salvage to build rigs and stuff, and so that takes twice as long, sometimes 3 times as long. Sometimes it takes longer to salvage than it does to kill it. But one of the things we were talking about earlier is these air missions. So when you look at these guys, so here, mining agents. Hey, that's the weird. Okay, that's why. So yeah, so I did a mining one. I had 3, and I did one. Now this will get me my 5, so that'll give me another one. So, and then I just need to do, looks like 15 more. So, which is a lot of mining missions. So yeah, but the first one it offered me was a gas one, and I declined it. So so then the next one was an ice one, and then this is some made up resource. So yeah, it doesn't even give me view market details because it's not on the market. So but yeah, it says there's 2,800 is what I've got to get for the mission. I think that's what it said. Yeah, 2,800. So, and I'm at 13, 14. Yeah, 1,400. So, but it'll give me exactly 2,800. I guarantee it. So I'm about halfway. So yeah. So it's gonna put me over my time, which my wife's gonna be pissed, but that's all right. She's asleep. So. Sleeping a little later in the morning. Yeah, it won't let you complete them until you have all the ore together. And since I can't carry it all in this one, I'll have to go back and forth in order to get it in there. So I do have a hauler that I can use to pick it up. So that'll probably speed it up because this one's going to be a lot bigger. It's not just going to be 2 loads. So
The asteroid is depleted. The asteroid is depleted.
all right, so I'm actually getting through the asteroids. So I'm halfway. Yep, like we said, halfway. So. Actually, that might not. Yeah, so that's halfway, so that'll be 44. So yeah, so that'd be 4 loads in this one. But if I pick it up, I've got 28 in my hauler, so I should be able to do 2 loads in my hauler. So check out my industry, see if that stuff is done, because I think they were on 44 minutes. So there's the strip miners. Yep, they're done. Throw those in there. So then let's actually go back here and put this one back on for the copy. I want to invent the strip miner 2s. Come on, come on, come on. I need to start using the search, but I actually had this set up for a copy. So now I'm missing a Nox. Where's the Nox come from? Tesla lights, podium. So that's the other one that I buy is the Nox. So I'm going to have to buy some Nox because I'm running out. But I want to make a copy of this one. I can make the level 2s. So I do a lot of invention. I buy the tier 1 blueprints and invent tier 2 blueprints from them. And then build the tier 2 items and sell them. That's how I make most of my money. Or build the tier 2 ships and sell them or use them. I usually only buy the ones that I'm going to use. So. But yeah, I'm going to do an extra long stream tonight because of the mining, so. But yeah, I don't think this one's going to make me enough for the time frame, so. This one's going to make me, actually, just short of 2 mil. 900, so yeah, 1.5, give or take, a little over 1.5. So But yeah, it's not going to be worth it for the time frame. The last one was definitely worth it. I think I made 1,000,000 in 15 minutes, so which was kind of nice. So this one's taking a lot longer. So, but that's another thing. If I had those upgrades on there, that would help. So, in fact, let's look at those. I got rid of my industry. So that's another one of those. Still mining. Miner 1. So I invented those. Miner laser upgrade blueprint. There's that one. So what am I doing? I'm making a copy. Okay. So yeah, so I'm making a copy of it so I can invent the tier 2 ones. So that's what I was actually going to set up. So I'm already doing it. So that'll be ready by morning. So then I'll throw that invention in there. So now, do the mining laser upgrades, do they work for the strip miners as well? Because that's one I've never was sure of. So actually I have 2. So I have 3 characters on this account and I have 1 character on my second account. So yeah, so that's one of the things we were talking about earlier as well. Is I have an Orca. It's one of the ships that I have, and was thinking about getting it out and having my other guys mine with the Orca, give the bonuses, that kind of stuff. So, but we were trying to figure out how many. So yep. So yeah, that's another thing that was different. Is the boosting used to just work if you were in fleet. So whoever ran the fleet, they gave the boost. So yeah, I haven't looked at is that the porpoise? I haven't looked at that one yet, but yeah, somebody mentioned that to me as well. So yeah, the Orca was one of the few things that was left in a corporation hangar, which was kind of strange because I was like, why wouldn't it take that? But my guess is whoever had come in and looted our corp, however they did it, seems like somebody got added to our corp that shouldn't have, and I don't know how that's possible. Most of the corp's been defunct for probably 5 or 6 years, so nobody's logged into it except for this person who somehow got joined. So, but yeah, and compression on the Orca as well. Yep. So yeah, which is really nice because that's one thing that would work out a lot better. So, but yeah, the Orca was great because I had ships all over the place, and I actually used the Orca to gather those ships up and move them all back to one system, which is a system I work out of now, and so that was really nice. But I was nervous as heck flying it because it's 1.9 billion worth ship, and I was like, yeah, I don't have enough money to replace this if I lose it. But it seems like it's kind of a tank, so. But nobody bothered me. I was only flying in hisec, so but nobody bothered me. But yeah, it wasn't the fastest ship. It was very slow. So it's one of those where it would be nice to do some mining operations and be able to get the bonuses from it. Because yeah, like I was saying, the old days, if you ran the fleet, if you were the leader of the fleet, everybody in the fleet got a bonus because of your skills. Now it seems like you got to have modules in order to give the bonuses to everybody, and that's where the Orca comes in because you can equip those modules. And so yeah, so that was kind of a change too, because it was like, I don't know if you still get the bonuses for the skills. I hope, because I've got all the skills to level 5, but yeah, that's one of those. It'd be nice to change it and see, or try it and see if it still gives the bonuses or not. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. So, and you used to be able to do them system wide. Now it's a set amount of ranges. Yep. So, and that you're true. You're absolutely right. If you were whoever was in part of the fleet, no matter where they were in the system, they got the bonus. And so yeah, so boosters are always on grid. So yep. So yeah, so that's a good point. So yeah, a lot of changes. So which they were always good about. They constantly making changes. So I'm curious if I'm going to be able to hit that one right at the limit. All right, understand. I remember being DD through a sine node one day. Yep. So yeah, once I finish this mission, I'm probably gonna close the stream out. So like I said, I appreciate you guys being here, but it's going a lot longer than I normally quit at 12:30 my time. Sometime between midnight and 12:30, so I can get some sleep before I have to work in the morning. I have a regular job, so I don't stream for a living. So I stream for fun. So, but yeah, the this one's going to go a little bit longer in order to finish this mission. So, yep. So I started in 2003. This tune. So Eve was started in June, I think either May or June of 2003, and this guy was created in September. So 4 or 5 months later. So yeah. So like I said, I haven't played him the whole 21 years. But he's got skill points enough. I think we figured it out one night. It's about 8 years out of those 21 that he's been. But yeah, that's been about it. So who did I kill? Oh, I killed a trig ship. That wasn't very smart. Yeah, so yeah, it's about 8 years worth of skill points, but he's got a ton of skill points. When I came back, he had a ton of unallocated skill points. So I guess they got rid of some skills. I'm not sure which ones. And they gave me the skill points back for him that I had spent on him, which was kind of nice. Wasn't something I expected, but that was kind of nice. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get my ore hauler to pull this back. So welcome back. And that'll slow things down a little bit because my ore hauler is slow as molasses. So, but yeah, that's the other nice thing about the Orca with the compression. So yeah, it kind of makes it a little bit easier for carrying stuff around. So, but yeah, I had ice, I had gas, I had resources everywhere. I still have resources everywhere. When you look at my thing, I still have resources in way too many systems. But I had my ship spread out everywhere, and so I was able with the Orca to combine and consolidate a lot of that, which was kind of nice. So yeah, that made a huge difference. So
The asteroid is depleted.
all right, we're on our last 2 asteroids. So oh, not close enough. All right, so let's throw this in here because I have a feeling. Come on, come on. There it is. All right, let's see if we can still get it, not drift too far. So. Hopefully these two won't fill up my hold anyway, so I might be okay. So it looks like I've got 59 here. And I've got 2 with 59. That's going to give me 2,400. So I've only got 400 left. So just under 400. So we should be good. Just check to make sure there wasn't another one there, but there is not. Yeah, so it says every time the mining laser pulls from it, there's a massive explosion. So I want to see this explosion. Alright, I didn't see it. But that's fine. Those must be where all the asteroids were. That's what those, I guess, explosions are. Those flames. Oh well. So yeah, we'll finish this off, get it hauled back, complete the mission, get our bonus, and then we'll call it a night. So yeah, it's at 1 o'clock now, so I'm usually in bed by this time. So hopefully my wife doesn't notice when I come to bed, or she'll be pissed. So she doesn't quite understand the playing games. Kind of along the same lines of I don't understand the shopping for 10 hours. I'd rather have my teeth pulled than shop for 10 hours. My goal with shopping is to get in, find what I need, and get out in the shortest amount of time possible. She will go shopping for 10 or 12 hours and come home and have bought nothing, which is great, but she sees my playing games as a huge waste of time, and that's why I said I see her shopping as a huge waste of time. At least she should have bought something.
The asteroid is depleted.
Yep. Yep, that's kind of my thought. Is it whatever makes her happy? I'm perfectly fine with that. She has she's Filipino, so I always tease her because she's got one when the Filipino dictator was rescued by the Americans many years ago. His wife, Imelda Marcos, had more shoes than they could fit in the helicopter. And my wife is on the verge of having Imelda Marco number of shoes. She loves shoes. Just loves them. She has shoes she doesn't even wear. And I'm like, you know what? She works for a living. Whatever makes her happy. I have like 3 pairs of shoes, you know? And it's kind of like, and that's probably 2 pairs too many. So, but that makes her happy. So, where in my case, I'll sit here. You know, she says she doesn't understand. I work on a computer all day. And then I come home and play games, and she's like, I don't understand that. How can you do that? It's like, yeah, it's kind of different. Work is one thing, playing is a different thing. So, but yeah, it's funny. I'm a computer programmer, so I work for a small mid-level bank in the Midwest here. I'm in the Kansas City area, so I've been with them 25 years. That's who I'm going to retire from. So actually 24 years. I just celebrated 24 years in June. So, but yeah, it's been a good living. So, but yeah, computer programmer. So, yeah, yeah, it's been, like I said, I've made a good living. So I can't complain.
Asteroid is depleted.
Asteroid is depleted. All right, so let's grab what we can from this. And that brings it down to 32. So that's still going to be 2 loads. Now let's see. How much am I carrying here? 11. So that would be 3 loads with this guy. So let's go and dock. Actually, let's go. Yeah, let's do this. Let's dock here.
Warp drive active.
I'm a low-level manager in a small group factory. There you go, small group factory. Yeah, my wife is an electronics expert, so she's a solderer. So she's made a very good living in the 17 years she's been here. She's made a good living doing electronics, and it's funny. The first job she got here, she made more per hour than she made in a whole month in the Philippines, and so it kind of skewed her vision of things. But yeah, it was kind of funny.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, I probably should have did this, but that's all right. So it's 11. Yeah, that might still work. Might still work. So I'm gonna put this here. And I'm gonna put this here. And I'm gonna stack these up. Then I'm going to switch ships. So let's go to this guy. And then let's load this guy up with this. So that's 12. So yeah, let's go dock and drop that off. So, but yeah, it's been a good living. Like I said, it's a mid-tier bank, so not not the
Warp drive active.
not the greatest, but I made a good living. So, yep, yep, yeah. I did that several years ago and tried different things. So, but like I said, I've been with these guys for almost a quarter of a century. So it's been, like I said, it's been a good living. I can't complain. It has its problems like anywhere else, but you know, but I know where they all are, so it's a lot easier to keep track of. So no, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. And that's a good living. You can't beat that. Better than average.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
But yeah, it's always nice learning something new. It's funny because I went to college, of course, and nothing I learned in college have I ever used on the job because the industry changes so much. And so it was funny because I actually 5:30. Let's go to that one. I actually Where was I headed with that? Yeah, nothing I learned in college have I ever used on the job. So everything I've learned, I've done on the job, I've learned on the job. So it's kind of nice. So, you know, well, you can always go back and get your GED. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. Good career. Like I said, college, honestly, college was a waste for me. Every year I got done, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this. And then I worked for Pepperidge Farm for the summers. Ad break.
Warp drive active.
Hey, welcome back from the ad. So, and thanks for the follow. Gone. I'm gonna call you Gone. If there's a way to pronounce it, throw it in the chat, and I'll be more than happy to pronounce it correctly. So, but yeah, looking at Fitter and Turner, that's a good one. Yep. Yeah, my son tried college and it wasn't for him. And I told him, you know what, that's fine. You can make a really good living without going to college. Well, I went to college, and every year I came back and I worked for Pepperidge Farm in a factory, and it was mind numbing, and it was more about who was sleeping with who and all that. And I was like, you know what, I would come back from college and I would say, you know what, this is a waste. I'm just memorizing stuff to write it down, and then I forget about it. So I'm not going to come back. And then I'd work all summer at Pepperidge, and I'd be like, no, I cannot do this for the rest of my life. And so it was interesting from that perspective, because it was like I needed to get inspired by my summer jobs to find something. So yeah, it's a German word. Okay. Well, that's probably why I'm having trouble pronouncing it. But yeah, so yep. And that's it. I enjoy my job. I enjoy the people I work with, and that makes it worthwhile. So that's what makes all the difference. So but yeah, it's kind of amazing, because you really can't do something you hate, because if you do something you hate, it's then it's like work. But yeah, that's what I told my son. I said, you know, that you can make a good living. One of the things I suggested to him was heating and cooling. You know, I mean, they're paying top dollar nowadays for heating and cooling experts, because nobody wants to do it. You know, everybody goes to college to get the high-paying jobs, and those guys are making a ton of money. And it's like, because nobody does it. And I said, you know, you can make, you know, most of them run their own companies and make a ton of money, you know, just doing air conditioning, you know. And so from that perspective, that's what I told him. But he ended up becoming, he's doing in a machine shop. He's working in a machine shop, and he enjoys it. So, but that's what I said. Yeah, do something you love. What they say, Do something you love and the money will follow. And so, but yeah, neither one of my kids went to college. My daughter didn't even go. My son, he actually had a what they call here in the Midwest an A+ scholarship, which allowed him to go to community college for 2 years for free. And he failed out in his first year of free college. So,
Docking permission requested.
ouch. Yep. Yeah, and you can't beat that. You really can't beat that. So yeah, so that's really nice. So yeah, and there's a lot to be said nowadays for, it's funny because I've got a coworker who just had a baby, and he gets paternity leave, which was not something that they ever had when I had my kids. My eldest is 31, my youngest is 26, and so yeah, it was one of those that I didn't have anything like that back then, and so it was kind of funny because it's like, but it was throw these guys in here and take this back, but yeah, it was funny because paternity leave, I had to save all my PTO in order to get any time off at all, and so in order to bond with my kids, no pun intended. Bond is my last name, and but yeah, it was funny because now they give paternity leave as well as maternity leave, and so it's like. So I've got another coworker who's had like 6 kids just so because he gets paternity leave every time and takes 2 months off to spend with his kids. It's just like, yeah, I could only afford 2 kids, and I'm pretty sure he could only afford 2 kids too. But yep. And that's my thing, I've never really been able to take a huge vacation, or because I always get called because I've been there so long. It's I know everything that's going on. So, but yeah, it's one of those where it's it's a living, but I'm anxious to retire. I just want to relax. The only thing I'm worried about with the Philippines is I'm worried about the heat. Because I'm a winter guy. My wife's been here 17 years, going on 18, and she has never been warm the whole time she's been here. I mean, even in the summer, she's still cold. So, but yeah, it's kind of funny because I would have thought after 17 years she probably would have, at least got a little used to it. But yeah, she never did. So, but yeah, so. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think I have enough to keep me busy, and that's one of the other reasons I started streaming is so that I'll have that to fall back on in my retirement years. So, but I really appreciate you guys being here. So, gotta find more hobbies like fishing. Yeah. That's one. The fishermen there in the Philippines catch way better than I'll probably ever catch. But yeah, I do need to come up with something. So. But yeah, I'm going to call the stream closed for tonight. Let me see if we got somebody we can raid. See if any of my buddies are on. Okay, I don't know why that's popping up, but get out of the way. Close. So let's see who we got. Come on. My goodness, it's going slow. Oh, Chaos is on. So we're going to go ahead and raid Chaos. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Chaos, but he's pretty good. So I'm an Aussie and it's winter, and man, it's cold here. Too cold to go fishing. Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm in the Midwest of the United States, so we don't get super cold, but I do like the change in seasons. In the Philippines, there's really no change in seasons. It's hot or it's hot and wet. And so, but like I said, I've been there multiple times, so I'm pretty sure I'll get used to it. But yeah, thanks again. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for being here. And I will be streaming again same time tomorrow night. So feel free to join me. I'm not sure if I'll be doing Eve or be doing something else, but you guys are all welcome. I appreciate you guys being here, and thanks again. So I'm going to go ahead and start this raid. Chaos is pretty good. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys being here. Really made the night go by quick, so appreciate it. So, and I will see you guys tomorrow night, hopefully. Thanks again.